The cat and mouse chase between the police and mushikashikas is becoming common sight in the streets of Harare. Police say they will not relent until sanity prevails. However, amidst all this, it appears commuters are paying the price. Tafara Sibochiwe looks at how the current police operation has led to a shortage of public transport in Harare.
Unregistered kombis, pirate taxis, and errand drivers. This has been the order of the day in Harare's CBD. It's been the case for years. The chaos almost feels normal. Pirate taxis have become the most preferred mode of transport. Their wanton disregard of traffic law has become such a convenience, and commuters are hooked on it like a drug. Go fast. The dilapidated jalopies are touted as they clatter and rattle, breaking every piece of road rules ever written. And this is often the outcome. People's lives put in danger. This accident happened on Wednesday at the intersection of Robert Mugabe Road and Sam Moyoma Street. According to witnesses, the combi driver was speeding when his vehicle collided with the refuse compactor. Several people were injured.
Saka the way aitika ndeyekuti robot redu harisi kushanda. Saka rori parabva kuranga richimhanya kombi yanga ichimhanya. Asi maonero andaita ndeyekuti kombi yanga yakutopedza robot bhozi yanga iri mu3rd lane. Yakutopedza robot but rori rabva rauya rikapinda mukombi nepa side pedo. Saka vese havana kupanana way.
It is such a chaos which authorities seek to tame. Police have since launched an operation targeting more than 13,500 unregistered kombis and pirate taxis.
And then we also have the issue of pirate taxis or mshikashika, where they are causing chaos, picking passengers anyway. Some of them, they don't have number plates. They cause accidents and run away. They injure people. Some people die, and they are not regulated at all. So these are the issues which this operation, no to mushikashika or pirate taxis and lawlessness on the roads, is aiming to address.
Since the operation started, there has been a modicum of order in the city's streets. But there is a flip side to this development. Hitching a ride home has become an extreme sport for many Harare commuters.
The the fares has gone up, of which it's not even good because there is a shortage definitely. And people are on the road, it's raining. You see someone soaked with a laptop coming from work, and then the laptop is gone. That person doesn't have money again to buy another laptop to work, or that child doesn't have money again to buy another laptop to go to school.
Transport operators take a less positive view of this practice by their employees to increase fares whenever there are transport shortages.
And also the issue of overcharging people will actually be a thing of the past, because these rank marshals are also setting targets according to their pockets. If, for example, Warren Park is 50 cents, Sunningdale is 50 cents, one would charge Warren Park $1. Why? Because there is no control of the association on the loading bay. So as a result, the rank marshal would love $1 rather than 50 cents because he pockets more out of $1 per passenger rather than 50 cents per passenger. So these are the matrices that we have.
Transport associations say their doors are open for interested players to register and become compliant with the country's laws.
Ndo dzine compliance. Saka tingasvika kupi nenyika tikatakura vanhu nemota dzisiri pamutemo zekuti dzinogona kukuvadza vanhu, munhu akuwara achakwanisa kurapiswa, munhu afa achakwanisa kana kufambirwa kuti avigwe nekuti mota inenge ichinzi haizikanwi.
In the meantime, police say they will not relent on their mission to restore sanity on the city's roads. In their crosshairs are drivers causing congestion, picking passengers at unauthorized points, creating imaginary lanes, and driving against traffic.
And they will also say, if there is a police officer who is engaged in corruption, the public should feel free to report, and I can assure you we'll take action.
Yeah, it's a sad story. I know you were there. But I want to refer back to the first story because we kind of linked them because the police were involved, the accidents and all that. You know, it's sad, when we talk about stats. because here we are talking about the loss of life.
Loss of life.
But it's a fact we also need to talk about stats and, do comparisons. Because if you go back to the period between 2023 and 2024, and then 2024 to 2025, there was that surge. 118 people passed away in the fatal road accidents, in the 2023-2024. And now there was a surge to 133. And now you come in with another story that's talking about the wars that are happening, especially in the CBD. Might not be on the highways, but the accidents are happening. Police are doing their job. Because the wanton driving that's going on around, with the combi drivers and all that, it's a sad situation.
It's a sad situation to see, people getting injured. The accident that happened at Robert and Samiyoma. Everyone in the combi was injured, and I don't know what would become as a people as well, because when the accident actually happened, Chief, people were trying to push that compactor so that they could rescue people, while others recording social journalists. How do you do that when other people are in need of help?
Yeah, well, it's a case of a crocodile eating someone and someone photographing it instead of saving the person who's being affected. Good morning, gents. By the way, Howard, what happened? You didn't get the memo?
This one. Yeah. So, Chief.
Yeah.
I'm going to continue on that path of the stats that we've got. Yeah, people killed, yes, 162, same period, 2023, 2024. Then, yes, the number decreased a little bit to 155. But you must look at the number of people that also got injured, the number increased because of the number of accidents, because they increased. What should we do? Because the police are saying we are not relenting, because our job is to make sure that there is peace on the roads. And I will tell you, just 2-3 days ago, I was driving, going out of town, and I was using Chitunguza Road. The number of combi drivers that overtook me using, I don't know, imaginary lanes.
The cycle track.
I'm driving, and somebody's on this side, somebody's on that side, almost colliding in front of me, and before I knew it, another set of combis again come. What is really going on?
No, I think there's just dissonance in the streets. There's just such bad behavior, and I think we really need to. It starts with us as drivers, and also again, I think, Howard, the other thing is that I think there are many unlicensed drivers, or acquiring licenses fraudulently in some way or another. Remember, we've had scandals that have come through, and I think we should actually increase the requirements for public transporters in particular. I think this is a clarion call also to the Ministry of Transport. I think they can do something there. Perhaps don't drive without a defensive driver's license, because you're carrying more lives, you have more responsibility than perhaps a driver who drives himself and a couple of people on a daily basis, compared to somebody who drives a combi that has 18 people and sometimes 20 in a combi that is supposed to fit 16 people. And then there's this behavior also of people who are hanging at the back of the combis. I absolutely loathe at it. And I think,
the challenge is these guys are out to maximize profits. So they're racing, and number one, they're racing against time. So every trip is a race.
No,
that's their justification.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
That's not that they're justified, but this is what they say. It's a race, and those guys hanging at the back, it's to create more space. That's actually the conductor. It's to create more space in so that you get more, and you hang at the back.
It's not the conductor. The conductor is always inside the car. These guys are just touts who are just being dissolent. Howard, I was going to say, perhaps the issue is just the mindset of the drivers. Really, that's where it starts and that's where it ends. There's no other way. We can talk about targets and everything else. Perhaps you've been a combi owner before, I don't know, but I can almost imagine a guy who says, "Hey, boss, today we're cashing in $80 instead of 100 because traffic was bad." Simple stuff.
All right, tell you what. In the second hour, we're going to dive more into this again because we want to look at the other side. Because when police swoop in, that means the kombis that are going to come and ferry people, the mshika-shikas, people are going to suffer because there won't be any transport. So that's what we're going to be looking at.
We just want good drivers, Howard. We don't want them off the street.
No, it's okay. We'll come to that in the second half.
Konapo, ipapo, ba ZTN Prime, DSTV channel 294, the place to be.